What's up, guys? Christian Honer here, mental performance coach. I played professional beach volleyball for a long time. Super excited you're here to watch this. I'm going to give a ton of value here. If you're looking to create confidence as a volleyball player, a coach, a parent, or to actually just get some strategies to really help moving forward, this is your place. Hop on here, hang here for a couple minutes with me. I'm going to try to get this done in 10 minutes, but we'll see how we go. But there's going to be a lot of value here, and I hope you get some good things out of it. So awesome. So right here, how to create confidence as a volleyball player, as a coach, as a parent, volleyball confidence mindset playbook. I'm Christian Owner with volleyballmindset.com. Yeah, most people in the volleyball world are looking for that consistency or that confidence. And a lot of people will train and train and train and train and train and train and not really do the mental side of it. And most of us in any other sport, baseball, other sports, they say it's at least, 60, 70% mental. I'd argue with volleyball, it's probably 80% mental. It's super mental. So there is no shortcut in this, and mental training really does work. And if you are looking to have your player or you as a player or a coach have your team become more consistent and become more confident, I would highly recommend mental training strategies and trying some of those things. And so we're going to go over some of that here. So yeah, basically, for this, I want to go, what is confidence? Okay, what truly is confidence? How do we create confidence? And if we can create it, and can we see it and believe it? Can we achieve it? Well, yes, but it's going to take a lot of work. So a lot of people, that manifesting, oh, if you see it, if you believe it, da 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 da. I'm not going to be that motivational speaker here for you. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to take work, and a lot of the time that's scary, and we can use that fear and that scariness as fuel and get after it. So, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to say, hey, you're just going to sit and meditate on passing dimes and you're going to pass dimes. That's not going to work. Maybe another program will teach you how to do that. But I'm here and I want to show you actual real strategies to help you train your mind and really help you become more confident, more consistent. So it's going to take work and it's going to take time. So with that, let's dive right in. I do not want to waste too much of y'all's time. Let's get after it. Here we are. Step one. Let's get present. All right, so before I start any of these things, I really like to settle down, and I do my own breathing before as well, but I like to kind of settle down and before we get started into this quick masterclass, I want to share some good things with you. But this is one thing I use with my athletes before I do jujitsu, before I train volleyball, before I do a work project, before I do a lot of different things. Breathing, getting present, that's a lot to do with a lot of this mental training stuff. And let's do it. So what I want for you to do here is we really need to engage in the present. I want you to pay attention. I want you to take notes. So those are three things. If you can, and if you're ready to get going, we are going to do that. So first, to engage in the present, what do we got to do? We got to breathe. All right, guys. So we're going to focus on your breath. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to just settle into your seat. Try to bring your neck as tall as possible. Tuck your chin in. And then what we're going to do is just some simple box breathing. So we're going to go inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to do it with you. And we're going to do this for a couple minutes and then we're going to get into it. All right. Keep going. Count it off for yourself. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So breath is fantastic. I use this tool very often. We only did a couple, not very long of that, but I didn't want to do it too long because I can also share you more resources if you'd like to do more of a breath meditation or things like that. Just let me know. I have plenty of resources for that. All right. So breath is super important. Let's get present. We're present, ready to learn. Take notes if you need. Make sure you're paying attention. Let's dive into it. If you're a parent, coach, player, want to get confidence, consistency, let's do it. So here are some things I'm going to cover. 1, what is confidence? Why does confidence come and go? How can I improve confidence? And where does my confidence come from? Cool. All right. So what is confidence? Confidence is not a feeling. So many people teach us and try to tell us that, oh, if you just feel confident, and but who knows if we're going to feel this way? Our feelings come and go just like thoughts. So we can't be so reliant on confidence. So number 1, confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is not a belief. So in order for that, like I was saying in the beginning, if you're just believing that you're confident, that's not really going to work. And so, number 3, it is skill, coach, trained, and developed. In order to become confident, you have to work at it. You have to train it. You have to develop the skill. It's just like anything else. It's just like bicep curls for your brain, for your confidence muscle. It's just like that. So we have to make sure we're doing the exercises and the things that are actually going to help us. So yeah, so don't tell me what what you believe or how you feel or anything like that. Tell me how you're going to work. Confidence really comes from quality preparation. So I think it's really important for us to know that confidence isn't a feeling and confidence isn't a belief. And confidence really truly does come from doing the work and putting in the time and developing and training that skill and being coach and being taught and being trained just like anything else. If we're going to the gym to get trained, it's the same exact thing. So awesome. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. I can go so much deeper into that, but we only have a little bit of time today. I'm trying to rush through this and help you guys get some good tactics and strategies that you can run with, and but not keep you here for a while like all these other webinars do. All right, so where does my confidence or why does my confidence come and go? I don't know why it's yeah, fair enough. Why does my confidence come and go? 1, because we've been misinformed that confidence is a feeling and feelings are non-controllable. They come and they go. I personally underachieved because I didn't feel confident at a lot of times, and I was leaving it to that feeling of like, man, I hopefully that day comes up, and I just visualize it, and I'm just gonna be confident. And it's like, no, I have to put in the work, and I have to control the things that I can control. So that's one thing. We've been uninformed. I think a lot of people are just uninformed in that way. Yeah, we've been conditioned that confidence comes from outcomes. So if you are in a more of an outcome versus a process based um if you're looking at it more of an outcome and you're looking for the production and the results, those come and go. You're not going to win every tournament. So that's just it's just not going to work. Your confidence should come from preparation, not from, oh, since I won this tournament now I'm confident, or things like that. That can build confidence and we can kind of go through that, and there's a lot of things we can do, making highlight reels and things like that. So there's stuff with that, but don't make that where your confidence comes from is production and results, because they are like the wind. Even the best in the world lose a lot more than they win. So all right, number 3, you've been misguided to believe that belief is more important than focus and aggressive behavior, actions, and execution. So yeah, so many people are just like, oh, if you believe it or you feel it or things like that. And our confidence comes and goes because we're not doing the behaviors and the actions and the executions that are going to get us closer to building that confidence. So awesome. So where does confidence come from? Let's expand this. Preparation. Separation is in your preparation. So that was a big thing for me as an athlete, always, is trying to become the best prepared, because preparing, not, what is the John Wooden quote? It's like, if you're not preparing, you're preparing to fail. So preparing, separate yourself by preparing better than anyone else. And so in order to do that, I think there's a lot of strategies that I'll actually share with you that you can do um, to separate yourself. But yeah, also it will come from production and results. So, but we want it more in little production, like small goals that we can control more so rather than actually outcome based. So be careful. It's very easy. I like to tell people stay out of the social media, stay out of all that stuff, because if you believe them when they say you're amazing, you're going to believe them when they say you're trash. And so try to stay out of that. I think it's really, really important to not let your confidence be built from others. And yeah, just watch out for those other uncontrollable factors. Hopefully this makes sense. Now I want to move into the strategies. So I wanted to go over that. Okay, so we're at 11 minutes. Hopefully we'll get it done in 15 minutes. I appreciate your guys' time. Hope you're getting something out of this. This is where you're really going to get some stuff out of it. All right, cool. So building confidence, body language, 10 foot tall, bulletproof, reminding myself body language is super, super important. My hypnosis training certification I did years ago, it was like 70% of um, our communication has to do with our body language versus the words and the things that we use. So this is a really cool thing I like to do. I've been doing it for a while. I basically go out to the sand courts myself and I focus on my breath. I focus on my confidence. I focus on my body language. I focus on visualizing. I'm there by myself on the court doing basically shadow reps. And people have done this. People do this a lot. And Brian Kane, actually my mentor, who trains a ton of Cy Young winners, World Series winners, all those crazy awesome people, people they will have their players practice striking out. So having that adversity because they know it's going to happen, and walking through with big body language, good breath, confidence, good self-talk, doing a lot of these awesome strategies that really help your body language. So body language is huge. If you want to build confidence, body language is so important. There's so many strategies I could get into to train them. You can do affirmations, hypnosis, subconscious training. There's light, red light training if certain things were to happen to train your brain to move on from those things. But yeah, I'm talking a little fast because I'm really excited and I want to make sure you guys get something out of this. And so, yeah, we got to practice with dealing with adversity. So then people, them swinging, striking out, having that big body language. Also the same thing if they're a pitcher, going in the bullpen, throwing a baseball, but not even having a baseball, and walking through your steps and your preparation and your routine and what that looks like. That's super, super important. Our physiology, the way our body language is, trains and really affects our physiology. So body language really shapes who we are. There's tons of TED Talks and things on that. I'm not going to tell you more about that. I could, but there's a lot of really cool stuff on that. So body language, number one. Number two, focus. Focus is super, super important. All right. So in order to build confidence, we have to. I'd say number one exercise for you guys, make a controllable and a non-controllable. So go down here, controllable, non-controllable. All right, my attitude, my process, my present focus, my breath, my performance, my effort, everything you can control that is in your control, and all the things that are not in your control. The volleyball refs, the parents, the coaches, the club director, whatever it is, all those things that are out of your control, how you feel, you know, what you believe that certain day, all those things, results, those are out of your control as well. So that's super, super important. Focus is super important, and focusing on winning that pass, winning that set, winning that attack, winning that serve, and controlling what you can control. Focus on your APE, your attitude, appearance, your preparation, your present, your process, routine, your effort, your energy, your emotions. So the things that are actually in your control. Go all in on what you can control. To get the things you can't control, you have to go all in on the things you can control. And that's what Brian Kane said. I really like that. It's like, all right, if I'm really controlling the things that I actually can control, waking up early, doing my morning routine, getting away from my phone, doing my visualization, watching my highlight reels, doing my training, doing my physical training, doing my mental training, going in the sand and getting my reps and getting my coach's reps and all those things. So being where your feet are, that's why I like to start with the breath work, and that's why we did the breath work in the beginning, is just being where you are is super, super important. All right, so success checklist. That's another really cool thing. um, it's an app. It's a really cool way to do it. You can do it a lot of different ways. I used to have a checklist each day that were like, all right, meditate 3 times basically a day. Fuel, nutrition, shutting down the phone, and like all these things that you can check. And there's an app for it that you can, with my coaching, I basically will help you stay accountable, and I will be able to see all the things that you're doing on a daily basis and sticking to, and the things that you're not, so we can see, all right, are we doing it? Are we not? Success checklist, super important, super cool stuff. And yeah, doing that exercise of controllables and versus non-controllables will change the way you visualize and change the way you do things, whether you're a coach, athlete, parent, whatever. Awesome. Sorry, I'm going past. I would love to do a longer training on more of this stuff because I could go so deep into it, but I wanted to just go through it quick. And so number three keys to keep it simple. So there's a lot of really cool, important things to build confidence. And we've went over the first two. We went over body language and we went over focus. And the last one is self-talk. So in those moments, we're going to have moments out there when we're competing in the lights, wherever we're at. There's going to be doubt. There's going to be thoughts going on through your head. There's going to be fans. There's a lot of external things that go on. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of, and so for us to find the 3 keys for me to keep it simple, maybe it's breathe, present, best effort. Maybe it's fierce, focused, fun, I have more here. Trust my training, breath, present. 3 things that are going to get you back if you start going, some doubt or things that can get you back to the present and get you back um, talking to yourself, not listening to yourself, because it's very easy to listen to ourselves and we'll get in our head and we'll make a mistake, things like that. So you got to talk to yourself and not listen to yourself. Super important. Um, all right. I don't think this was. So yeah, and then self-talk, super. Oh, all right. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Guess that's how you know that. Um, I don't do these webinars super often. All right, sweet. So self-doubt. Yep. Basically just what do you say to yourself? It's super, super important to understand what we say to ourselves. Um, Man, yeah, I must have lost some of that. Undo. Did you do anything? All right. I'm not sure. All right. So yeah, self-talk. So and then start. Oh, I think that was where that was. All right. So it's like, so having, I guess it deleted it for me, but having the pre, here, maybe I'll just write it as we're doing it. Pre-journal and is going to be intentional. So it's super important to see what is your intention, and then post journal is more reflection based. So I like to start with the pre-journal with some gratitude. I had more stuff on here. I don't know. It's too bad it went away. Um, being intentional about how you're going to show up, things you want to focus on, and maybe some affirmations you want to focus on, or some routine stuff you want to focus on, and then being able to go, all right, what am I going to start doing today? What am I going to stop doing today? And what am I going to continue doing today in my competition? And there's different ways you can do this. I do it a lot of different ways with my athletes. And then, so post journal reflection is going to be, what did I do well? What can I do better? And what will I stop doing? Um, Might be not that. So yeah, so self-talk and the journaling is where a lot of confidence will come from as well. So I could go kind of deeper into it. And I don't know why my presentation was being all whack, but anyways, you guys, I appreciate your guys' time. I don't want to go in any longer than this. I have a ton more ways to build confidence, and there's so many other things in mental training that I'm excited to start talking about. I've been studying this stuff for years, and I just love it. So, if you want to download this presentation, or if you want to schedule a call with me, we can talk and see how we can work together. I do monthly and weekly calls with athletes, workshops with teams, workshops with parents and kids, and help them with mental training to help them with their life and their school and every other part of their life. So hope this was valuable to you. Whether you're a player, parent, or coach, mindset training should never be overlooked. It will help every area of their life. And I'm so excited that you were able to join me. Thank you for being here. Sorry for a little bit of technical difficulties. I'll try to edit it out and see if I can do that. But I also will have some resources here if you want to download this presentation. I can have a link to mental imagery and meditation and some breath work stuff, and as well as a prayer. That's really cool. So thank you guys for your time. Thanks for watching. You guys have an awesome day, and take care. Thanks.